Okay, I've tried making this video a few times and it's hard because I feel really silly admitting the fact that this past weekend I was squealing and giggling about these text messages that I was receiving from a dad that I had a play date with, because it feels like, and I'm hoping it is, the start of a beautiful bromance. I don't know if you've tried to make friends recently, but if you're older than 22, it's not that easy. So a little bit of backstory: my daughter and his daughter, best friends in pre-K. Last week of school, passing in the hallway, we say, let's exchange numbers so our daughters can have a play date over the summer. Cool. This past weekend, we had that play date. Now, I'm married with another kid, he's married with another kid, but for whatever reason, the stars aligned and it was just him and me and our daughters at this play date. It wasn't any one thing that he said or did that gave me these friendship butterflies. It was just the way that we interacted the whole time, whether it was sharing and commiserating over challenging past relationship stories, or talking about immediate family challenges, extended family challenges, him talking about his creative work and letting me ask him a bunch of questions, them engaging me with my creative work and being interested in what I was doing. And the fact that, like, when kids would fall down at the playground, he would turn around genuinely concerned and be like, I'm wanting to make sure if they're okay, but not like in a helicopter parent kind of way, but in like I'm like a decent human being and I want to make sure these kids are all right sort of way. If you've ever tried to spend time with another grown-up with kids around, they are always interrupting everything, and normally that creates this like really awkward situation where you're talking about something, kid comes and interrupts you, I want a snack, and the kids leave to go do whatever they're gonna do, and then you're like, well, are we picking up where we left off in the conversation? There creates this awkward silence, and that was never there. That's like unheard of. As we're driving home, I'm literally daydreaming about a bromance with this man, beautiful friendship, to the point that we pull up to the stop sign and I start going, and apparently there was another car there that was there ahead of me, and they start driving. They're like honking at me, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I was distracted. So the next morning, we're laying in bed before we get up to go deal with the Rugrats, and a text comes through from him while I'm on my phone, and I start giggling like this, like, oh my gosh, he texted me. This is how screwed up our culture is, and just friendships in general, that my first thought and the first thing I start saying out loud is like, oh, don't text him back too fast, don't sound too excited, you're gonna scare him away. So we haven't texted since then. I tried to play it cool. I think I did an all right job. Right now, he and his family are at the beach on vacation, but we're supposed to have another play date scheduled for when it gets back, and you know I'm gonna schedule that play date if he doesn't. So